Hello all, welcome to another episode of Car Series Season 2 Episode 14. Just on my way, going to my work shortly. I was just wanting to do like a wee update on regarding the live streams on my channel. I'm actually on my way to my work, so I've got to kind of keep this, just squeeze it in. I've got a lot to do, so I'm trying to fit this in as well, you know. Yeah. As I say, yeah, welcome to an episode of Car Series Season 2, Episode 14. It was just an update on the what I thought about the live streams. If you've been watching my channel lately, you'll know that I've been experimenting with live streams on YouTube. It's the first time I've ever done live streaming, and the first time I done it was when I was just sitting stationary. I was sitting in the back and I was just messing about on the phone. And I was able to, just press record just to at least give it a go, you know, give it a shot of doing live streaming. So just getting familiar with all the settings and that. The second time I done it in the small hours, I was sitting stationary, obviously in my room on my chair, and the live stream, the quality was okay. The quality was okay when I was sitting stationary. So the first one I was actually in portrait mode. I was able to figure out how to get it into landscape mode. If you don't know and you want to do live streaming, then if you want it in landscape like the way I do, I hate filming in portrait mode. But if you want to know how to, well, I'll tell you what I did anyway. I went into my phone as usual, put the orientation on. Then I orientated my phone so it was horizontal in landscape mode. And then I locked it with the padlock thing, the padlock symbol. And that locks it in landscape mode. But before you actually, well, what you should actually do is go into the YouTube app first of all, then orientate your phone in the horizontal landscape mode. Then lock it whilst it's in the YouTube app and in the horizontal position. Then you can do your live streaming from there, and the camera will remain in the, you know, the way I like it in the landscape mode. So I done that. It seemed to be alright when I was stationary. So I tried it again when I was in the move. You know, just doing what I'm doing now. I put the phone there. Done it while I was driving. I mean, I covered a lot of distance, but the quality was shite. It was all pixelated when I started moving, and then the signal breaks up. Now when it reloads, the picture's really good for a few seconds, and then it starts to turn to pixelated crap. So there's a few factors I think might cause that. There's something to do with the bit rate or something. How fast it, you know, that's frames per second. It's got to process it at bandwidth speed or something. Well, I've just got the mobile network and I was out and about, so I don't know if the band speed was fast enough. It probably wasn't, so therefore the stream wasn't that good. It was alright when I was stationary. If it started the stream when I was stationary, it would be fine, but if I was moving, then it stopped. If I was moving, it would pixelate. Well, even when it stopped, it remained pixelated, unless it was a restart on the streamlight, you know. So, but I was on it for about 3 hours, and I was driving from Dundee to Angus. Excuse me by the way, just had my lunch. I've not got much time, so I need my lunch on the move. But yeah, I drove through Dundee to Cooper Angus, and Cooper Angus to Blair Gilney, and I went to the Ardler Standing Stones, and then I got in one of the live chat comments, a suggestion to try out the disused railway line, to have a look at that between Cooper Angus and Burlington. So I done that. Actually, I managed to get on the bridge, you know, on foot, like, yeah. So I covered all that on my live stream. But I checked the quality out later on the playback. The quality was shite. Yeah. So I think as a result of that, what I'll do in future is, if I'm doing adventure stuff, like, you know, which is what I like doing, getting in the car, going places and showing you places, I was always going to do videos anyway, but I'll maybe just keep it solely, you know, I'll just use videos for that, you know, pre-recordings just like this. The quality is always good. Live streaming's okay for sitting stationary. It's got to be, the stream's got to start when you're stationary. You've got to remain stationary. Well, at least that's my experience, which isn't much because I only just started doing live streams just like 2 days ago. It's all experimental. What's this lane? Road works. But yeah, we'd probably do like a sit down kind of live streaming. Maybe get suggestions from you in the comments or during the live chat. You know, places where you might, you can ask me where, if I could go to these places, a place that you might want to see within reason, like, you know, within the sort of Dundee area, Angus, that kind of thing, Angus area. And then I could obviously get that in the charts. See if I could do it for you, but then I would have to get that and say, right, I'm going to set off and get that recording and put it on another video, because the recordings will be better, you know, the editing and that, like what I used to do. But as I say, maybe like the night before I could have a live stream, you know, when it's sitting stationary in the house or sitting stationary in the car, somewhere where there's a good signal, and then you could maybe send some suggestions. Because I'll be there to either say, yeah, I could consider that, or I could say, you know, maybe have to do something else, I can't do that just now or something. I'll be able to interact with you with it. We could sort of like have me sort of suggestions where places to visit, you know. It was like that abandoned bridge. I wasn't thinking about that until I saw it in the live chat. So it was really useful. So I would obviously, if I get ideas, you know, we'll get them, then I would take them on board. Think, yeah, I can do that. And I would obviously end the live streaming and do a proper recording. The video will be much shorter as well. Because doing a live stream, you've got to be really careful, because it's, you know, you don't want to film anything from invade privacy and that. Because doing the recording, I just edit it out, you know. So yeah, this is day 1 of 7, back for 7 straight shifts in a row. I had my long weekend off there, and just back from 7 days in a row, 7 4-day week duties in a row, 70-hour week. I work 40 hours, but they compress it into 4-day weeks because of the shift patterns. I do like 7 days in a row before it, 7 days in a row after it. This is the 7 days in a row after it. Well, oh, they were tested, by the way. I'll show you what they were in a minute. I'll end this video. I can't film in my work, so I've got to stop prior to getting into the general life. That's all working conditions. I've got to adhere to the work policies. I can't film in there, so I've got to get me the actual shirt and high vis on. Well, I've got my shirt on, but I've got a tie on and high vis on. Can't go like. So I'll stop just short of the gate. Oh, these are delicious. It'll cost me £1. You can add a zero after that if you go into certain places. Spend a tenner, you get something that isn't even as good. just spar cherry head, about 50 pence or something, 45 pence or something. It's liquid, just like, you know, tasty liquid like anything else. You don't have to go mad on spending just to get a snap that you like. It's tasty. Right, I'm going to get in there because I've got to walk up to the till. So it's just a short video. So yeah, I think that's sort of the conclusion. Unless you get faster bandwidth or bit rate or frames per second or whatever it is, I just very skimmed over just had a wee sort of look on Google, see how to improve it. But live streams are a bit temperamental because the signal did break a couple of times throughout that journey, well, a few times actually. Not much, but it did come back on again. So if you go into a signal black spot, it starts to pixelate, then eventually it just goes off. But then it comes on and it's really clear, and then it starts to pixelate again. It's something to do with the light as well. I think with live streaming, if there's a lot of light, different light movements, it kind of can't keep up with the motion. Because that's what a pixel is, it's just motion. Whether they're moving in the car or if the light, that'll just be the same, all the same for it because the pixel's moving. Light levels going through shadows, and that is movement as far as the pixel's concerned. So whether it's actually motion or just shadows, like, you know, and blocking the lens, that's all. If it gets darker at that area, or more light reflecting, then that's motion for there, and it comes out pixelated. It's not able to keep up with that because of the slow bit rate or whatever it is, bandwidth or whatever the hell, you know, the information. So we've got to digitalise it and upload it to the servers, and the bandwidth, because of it in the countryside, there's a sort of, you know, the signal's weak. It loses a lot of information. It's not able to process it. It's just the Vodafone network. Well, I'll have to end the video. I'm going to get going. Right, thanks for watching. That was just a wee update on what I thought about the live streaming. Okay, cheers. I'll catch you later. Bye for now.